For the reading this morning, we're turning into the 15th chapter of John's Gospel. We start on verse 9. I am the true vine, verse 9. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I do not call you servants any longer, because the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and I appointed you to go and bear fruit that will last, so that the Father will give you whatever you ask him in my name. I am giving you these commands so that you may love one another. This is based on a true story. The names are changed to protect the innocent, but it is based on a true story. A few years back, it was my privilege to serve a family at a memorial service for a beloved father and grandfather. This gentleman had 3 daughters and 1 son. Each of the children wanted to write some kind of tribute to their father for the celebration of life service. The youngest daughter came first. She said wonderful things and with a smile said, "Love, your favorite daughter, Susan." The middle daughter came forward. She also gave a wonderful message full of love and thankfulness. She smiled a bigger smile and said, "Love, your favorite daughter, Mary." Then the oldest daughter came forward. Her message was filled with love and gratitude. With the biggest smile, she said, "Love, your favorite daughter, Jennifer." Finally, it was time for the son to come forward. He gave a very fitting tribute to his dad. With a big laugh, he said, "Love, your favorite child, Robert." Why do we tell a funeral story and a sermon about joy? Because Jesus' love completes our joy in life and death with new life. John quotes Jesus' advice to love one another as I have loved you. John's writing shows that this disciple got the message. Love is the most important, number one thing in all creation. And this funeral story shows how love can complete the joy even in death. These 3 daughters and this 1 son, they were certainly sad at their father's passing. Because of their love as a family, they could experience joy and laughter in the midst of sadness. As their father's life had become complete, their own love could reach a stage of completeness. This family loved each other, and they could celebrate their father's life with a sense of completeness. John's Gospel also makes me think of another story with joy in it. Recently, we did our Lenten study on grief and growth. We looked at the life of C.S. Lewis, the Christian author. At age 9, Lewis lost his mother to cancer. He went through years of struggle trying to figure it out. Part of his coping was to write a book. As a child, with his brother Warren, they wrote a book about an imaginary land that brought them joy. Still, Lewis wandered without God in his life through college and the army. As a professor at Oxford University in England, he reached the point where he returned to Christianity. Due to the loving acceptance of his friends at the college, he realized there is a God, there is love in the world. And so Lewis began writing a book called Surprised by Joy. It is the story of how faith snuck up on him. He found the joy he had been missing. He was invited to give radio talks in World War II about Christianity. Then at age 53, a new kind of joy found him. An American author named Joy Davidman struck up a friendship with Lewis. He was surprised by joy a second time in his life. The friendship turned into marriage. At age 56, this old bachelor became a married man. And then his new joy was threatened. She was diagnosed with cancer. Lewis stood by his wife Joy through all the chemo treatments. They made the best of what was happening to them. She fought hard against the cancer, but eventually lost the battle. Lewis was devastated. All his childhood memories came flooding back. He had written so many words about love, but what now? His words felt insufficient. Gradually, he realized because he had loved so deeply, he was hurting deeply. To be deeply loved and give that love in return was the great gift of his marriage. This leads me to another story about a twin boy and girl. We share it in honor of Jesus saying, "Greater love hath no one than this, but they give up their life for a friend." See, the sister had been out riding her bicycle in front of the house. Somehow she crashed the bike and ruptured her spleen on the handlebars. She was rushed to the hospital for surgery. The girl was pale from blood loss. The doctor approached the parents and said, "We need a donor now. She has a rare blood type, and our hospital is all out." That's when the father told the doctor, "My daughter's a twin. Her brother might have the same blood type." So the brother was tested, and it was a match. The doctor approached the brother. "You have the same blood type as your sister. A blood transfusion from you would help save her life. Would you be willing to donate blood?" The brother said yes without hesitation. They started the transfusion with the twins in the same room divided by a curtain. When the transfusion was half done, the doctor came to check on things. The sister was looking better. He turned to the brother and said, "How are you doing?" The brother said, "I'm still okay." The boy motioned for the doctor to bend over. The twin brother whispered quietly, "Doctor, when do I die?" The doctor realized his mistake. He apologized. "I am so sorry. We are just borrowing a little bit of your blood. We just need a pint. You've got 4 more at least. You've got lots more." Did you know? Did you realize? We have a brother who gave his blood for us. Jesus gave more than a pint. Jesus gave more than a quart. Jesus gave up all his pints, all his quarts, all his units. Jesus gave up everything so that we might live. Amen.